Folks, and welcome back to Gaming with Geronimo. Today, we're tackling every adventurer's favorite frenemy, the metal slimes. You know the deal. They either make you a hero with mountains of XP or they vanish faster than you can say oomph. This isn't just a single grind spot video. Nope. This is your all-in-one metal slime guide for Dragon Quest VIII 3DS complete mod. I'll show you every grinding location from early to late game, all in one video. No need to bounce between guides. Now, fair warning, I won't cover the post-game or the Black Citadel, but everything else I will. We're going all in right here. And to make it even more fun, I've got every item unlocked in my inventory and then some. So the party is rolling with the best equipment possible. This just isn't grinding. This is grinding maxed out. I'll also be posting shorter videos for each location later. But this right here is your complete slime slaying handbook. So let's get slimy. All right, so we are in Farebury, as you can see by our trusty map and where my character is facing. So the first thing we're going to do here is look at the uniforms. As you can see how are the items that I have. As you can see, the hero has all of the gear, the Metal King Slime gear on. So let's just go in and take a look at the items really quick. My control, my trusty rock candy control. You can see my entire party that I have here. Mori, which is there in the back right with the scarf flowing in the wind. He is my one character that is not maxed out at level 99. But he may be when we're done with this grind. But let's clear out of here. Let's go back in. We go into our items. So we got all of my characters in our party. We got Gov. We got Yangus. We got Red. Gov is usually my Geronimo character. We got Yangus, Red, Angelo, Mori, and Jessica. And then we have our bag. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go into Gov. And as you can see, I have the Metal King Spear, the Metal King Armor, the Metal King Helm, the Metal King Shield, the Howlwind ring, which is actually makes me resistant to a lot of attacks such as sleep paralysis and confusion. I got the meteorite bracer, the recovery ring, the tremble of tension. Now this is a great item to equip with or to use in order to raise the tension of your party. So you use that once and it raises your entire party's tension by 1. We got the goddess ring and then the godbird scepter, which is used for in-game. We have also Yangus. He's got his best items, which is the Conqueror's X, Metal King Shield, Metal King Helm, Metal King Armor, and then similar items. Red, she's got the Kaleidoscope, one of the best fans in the game. Metal King Armor, Metal King Helm, Metal King Shield, and the Gingham Whip, which brings her attack up even higher to 653. We got Angelo. He's got everything in here. He's got a Happy Hat, which gradually restores his magic power. Or his magic points. He's got the Odin's Bow, the Metal King Shield, and the Metal King Armor. And then we have Mori. Has the Orculum Claw, the Metal King Armor, the Metal King Shield, the Metal King Helm. We have Jessica. She has the Magical Mace, the Metal King Armor, the Metal King Shield, and the Happy Hat and Catholic ring. I'm going to switch Mori to equip the Megaton Hammer, and there's a reason for that. And then what we're going to do is really quick, we're going to do our lineup. We'll do Gov, Yangus, and instead of Red, we're going to go Gov, Yangus, Mori, and Angelo. That's going to be our lineup to fight metal slimes. And I'll explain to you why here in a short moment when we get in the battle. Now, for the bag. This is where I was telling you about having every item in the game. You can see all my characters' levels at the absolute right. Open up my bag. I have 36 pages. And as you can see, I have 953 medicinal herbs. I have... Let's go through it. I got 950 special medicines. I got 951 strong medicines. I got the Yggdrasil Dew, which restores the hit power points of my entire party. I got 951 of those. Seeds of Strength, 954. I could just start busting up the strength of all my characters. Super Seed of Life, 803 of those. Seed of Magics, 951 of those. Godbird Soul Stones. You can only get one in the game, but I got 951 of them. That's what we need to fly. Plain Cheeses. I got 950 of those. Super Spicy Cheeses. Iron Nails, 951. Waterweed Mold. Moon Shadow Harps. You can only get one of those, but I got 950 of them. Echo Flutes. You can only get one of them. I got 951 of them. So Yellow Orbs, you can only get one of them. I got 951 of them. Mori's Memos, you can only get one of each. I got 950 of them. So if you see where I'm going with this, the Ye Old Sword of Edric, 950. You can only get one in the game. Uber Double-Edged Sword, 950 of them. Long Spears, Razor Wing Boomerangs, Hero Spears, Battle Axes, Metal Wing Boomerang, which is a very, very strong boomerang. Conqueror's Axes, you can only get 2 or 3 in the game. I got 950 of them. Megaton Hammers, which I have right now on Mori. I got 949 of them. The 950th one is on Mori. I got Uber Warhammer. Poison Moth Knife. Imp Knife, that's a very strong knife. Gringham Whip. You can only get, well, I mean, you can get a lot of these, but they're hard to get. I got 948 of them. So, as you see where I'm going with this, I got everything that you can think of in this game and then some. This is to give you an idea if we're going full on mod. Now, another thing that I'll put out here is that I will kill the metal slimes instantly. So I'm just showing you where they're located and then giving you a couple examples in each location. But then on top of that, each enemy that I kill is going to drop items automatically. So it's going to give you an idea of the type of items that each enemy that you face would actually drop. So without further ado, let's back out of this. Let's get into this game. Now we got our attributes. I want to go into Mori really quick. As we go into Mori, he's got his spells. Midhill, Kazing, Sap, and Oomph. But what we're looking at is his abilities. And in his abilities, he's got what's called the Power Pummel. That Power Pummel will be an instant kill to metal slimes. We got the hero. His Lightning Storm. That Lightning Storm can be, not Lightning Storm, but Lightning Thrust. The Lightning Thrust can be, if it lands, it has a higher probability than the Thunder Thrust to make a critical strike to the enemy. So if he lands it, it's an instant kill. Then we have Yangus. He has the Executioner. And just like the Lightning Thrust, the Executioner is an instant kill if it lands. But it has kind of a middle tier level probability. Now, the way I've modded this game, I will insta-kill automatically when I hit somebody. If it stays on that way when we're playing. But let's go ahead and get rolling. So we're starting from Farebury, and we're going to travel to the first metal slime grinding location. So what we're going to do, as you can kind of see where I'm traveling, I'm just going to go ahead and use magic. We're going to zoom. We get to go to all my locations. And where we want to go is to Mayhem Abbey. We can also go to Simpleton. Well, let's just go to Simpleton. And I'll show you from there. So if we do an about face, Simpleton is right on the edge of Mayhem Abbey. And we're just going to run on. Seat of Agility. So, we're in Mayhem Abbey. So, I'm going to give you an idea of what this fight would look like. It's so fast because of the level that I'm on. We're just going to attack. Done. Hollow Knight's defeated. Get some experience. Rises up. Wants to join the party. I say no. Moving on. And we'll see what that has to do with the Monsters Arena and other games, or maybe another tutorial. So we're going to the Ruined Abbey. And as we go down in the Ruined Abbey, look at that, I got myself a mini medal. But I already have 959 of them. Alright, so my Holy Protection wears off. I should be able to now see enemies in my travels. And this is where this grinding is going to take place. Alright, so going in here in the Ruined Abbey, you just scroll down and look at there. There's my first metal slime. So, and you can sometimes wait until they stop or kind of try to catch them locked into there. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and attack this guy. And we're just going to fight and attack and boom. Up. So I don't have the mod set up to instant kill, so that's good. So we'll just roll with that. All right, so we see Mori leveled up. We're getting him close to 99. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we'll see actually the effects of their equipment and how it's supposed to work. So the enemy should run away from me quite a bit because of how strong I am. But basically you stay here and you just spin around until you run into a metal slime. And then eventually one will pop up. Alright, so flee. There you go. And you got to watch out too, because if you pan too quick away, you can actually lose the slime once you got him in your view. Alright, so we're going to fight. Abilities. Lightning Thrust. Abilities. Executioner. Abilities. Power Pummel. And then with him, we're just going to do... We'll just do an attack. And insta-kill with the Power Pummel. Now you've seen it work. We got 13,000 experience. That's because we got it modded to where you're getting 10 times the experience. But that's an example. So, as you can see, you just keep spinning around until you run into a slime again. And moving it around, and that's how you grind this particular area. So early game, this is really beautiful. You get in here, the whole entire labyrinth has metal slimes throughout. Just doing the hallways are great because you have the opportunity to pan and turn around. Yeah, so you have the ability to pan and turn around and respawn whatever enemy is in said location. There it is. Insta-kill. And moving on. Alright, so now from here, we're going to go ahead and use magic. We are going to evac, get out of this one, and we're going to go to the next spot where we do our metal slime grind. So now that we're out of the Ruined Abbey, the next spot is actually really close by, but we're still going to zoom to it. And that is the Riverside Chapel. Now I could have went straight to the Ruined Abbey, but I gave you Simpleton or the Mile Abbey just to give you situational awareness of your location. So here's the chapel. Going to early game, there's an Angelo scene there. But what you're going to do is go back over here behind the chapel. You're going to see the grandmother's hut from the King of Astanta's maid that's there. And then we're going to scroll down, or we're going to go down here, and we're going to get into this area. And as you can see, right away, there's a metal slime, right? And so we'll let him just keep doing his thing. And as you can see, I lost view of the metal slime and he's gone. But there's another one right there. So you can kind of let him keep going until he stops. Attack him. Do your thing. Now, luckily in here, you can get more than one metal slime. So this is right down the road from Ruined Abbey. And so what we're going to do is we're going to just go in here. We're going to hit our abilities. Lightning Thrust. Executioner. Power Pummel. And attack. Got him. Miss, didn't hit, didn't hit. So, as you can see, some of them will start fleeing. Those that attack me give me another chance to possibly fight back. So, we're going to use the same abilities again. And I missed on all of those attacks except for the hero. And that one flees. So I was able to get 2 of them, right? But you can see now I have the ability to get more than one, which now we got 27,000 experience in that fight, which is cool. And so what you would do is you would find you a spot here and you see another slime spawned right away. So there, and I have 2 slimes right there. So you can see that they're plentiful in this area. We'll fight this one and we're going to move on. And we let him fight. Miss. 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 So miss in all 3. Some of them might flee. These guys are slimy. Alright, I got one more chance to hit at least this one. So let's do it. Miss. Miss. Got him. Alright, so we get 1, so all is not lost. Alright, moving on. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and zoom from here. And our next spot that we're going to go. So once you get to the hilltop hut, you're going to start making your way to Trodain Castle. We are actually going to go to Castle Trodain. We'll give you situational awareness of kind of where that's at in the map. If you look on the upper or on the right side, you'll see where we are on the map. And this is King Trode's castle. And we have all these enemies that are out here. We're going to go into the castle. So, there are a few ways to get into the castle, and initially you're going to go up into these steps. So, I'm going to go ahead and take you this way, just so you're tracking it. And these guys will run away. So, you're going to see here where we can go in this hallway. We're going to go up these stairs. And essentially what we're trying to do is to run... well, we're trying to get all the way to the other side. Let's see if I got it right here. Some of the ways are blocked off. It's so annoying. Alright. So we'll go into here. Alright. So here we are on the top platform. top of the castle. And now from here we can go down. And this is where this gets beneficial. So as you see the map change on the screen, you see this long hallway here. This is actually an awesome grinding spot. So what you would do is you would just pop down here, flip around. What we're looking for here is called the liquid metal slime, and there he is. This is big time experience, early or mid game. So you're going to be mid game level at this point. You only get one at a time here, and here is the point where you can level up. This grind spot alone can level you up in the game to win the entire game. But there's another place to go to that you can grind and level up even faster. But we're going to fight him. He may run away because he's only one and he's very slimy. See how I keep throwing that in there? Power pummel, attack, and there we go. Got him. All right, now watch this experience. Now remember, I'm 10 times of what this slime will offer. 100,000 XP with this mod. So remind you, that's 10,050 XP that you get for each liquid metal slime that you kill. So Mori went up to level 94, so he's really close to being level 99. That'll happen here shortly. But he's proven. We're going to max his fisticuffs out. He's almost full max. All right, so very similar. You come back here to the metal, and look at that. There's another one right there. So we'll wait for him to stop to give you an idea of how to do that. Wait for him to stop, and then run right into him. So we'll fight him, and then we're going to move on. There it is. Lightning thrust hit. 10,500. Mori went up again. 5 more levels to go. We're almost there. All right, let's bump those fisticuffs up. His next level up on that anyway is maxed. All right, so we can go here. Well, let's see if we can get out of here. So let's evac. So now we've seen the mid-game slime grinding, metal slime grinding location. Now we're going to go to the next spot, which is the Dragon Graveyard. So it'll be a little bit before you get here. You're going to have to do a lot of story to get up to this point. But once you get to go there, we will zoom. And we have the ability to get to the Dragon Graveyard, but we're going to go to the Desert Chapel, and then I'm going to show you how to get to the Dragon Graveyard from the Desert Chapel. So we're at the Desert Chapel, and we just basically turn around, and then we run towards the center of the map, and you'll see in the map that little pink dot. That's where we're running to. And then you see the giant dragon skeleton there. We'll go inside here. Now, this is the place where we run into King Metal Slimes for the first time. We'll run in. We have a couple of these enemies here. Hopefully we won't need to fight them because they're kind of a nuisance to get to the Metal King Slime, but we'll see one here shortly. But I'm going to take you to the spot where you can really grind the King Metal Slimes. Alright, so this guy, we'll fight him just to show you what that looks like. But you can see these enemies here. I'm just going to start attacking. Done, one hit. Now, by the time you get to the Dragon Graveyard for the first time, you will not be able to one-shot any one of these enemies. You're going to have to grind, and it's going to take you a hot minute to... I didn't want to do that. I don't want to fight these guys either. They're so painful to deal with. Look at all of these people. So I'm going to flee. Get out of here. to the wrong one. All right, there we go. All right, so there's a king metal slime. We're going to go ahead and try to get him. So you see all the other enemies that are there. This is good because I can show you how to fight this. So essentially, you're going to go to your abilities. Now, this is where you need to be strong and be able to heal yourself quite a bit. But I'm going to take lightning thrust, and I'm going to focus it just on the metal slime. I'm going to go with Yangus' abilities, Executioner, just on the king metal slime. I'm going to go to the pummel, just on the metal king slime. And then I'll go to his abilities, and I'm going to do a shining shot that'll hit everybody, and we'll just call that good. Hopefully that'll take some people out. And metal slime flees. So it's an example of how slippery they are, but a lot of times if you focus just the king metal slime in those battles, you can at least you have a higher probability to get a hit on them, as opposed to trying to get the other enemies out. The king metal slime doesn't do a lot of damage, but everybody else will. Okay, so this is the location. So essentially what you do here is you just go onto this bridge and you go down here and you just keep turning around. Turn around, turn around, turn around, and you just turn around a little bit at a time. Go this way, come back, go this way, come back. Come back. We'll go until we get, there we go, until we get a king metal slime. Ah, that took it away from me. Ah, that's frustrating. So I lost that king metal slime because no, we got lucky. That normally does not happen, so we got lucky. Let's go ahead and kill this king metal slime and we'll move on. So it's just me and the slime, that's good. Let's get in here. Abilities, Executioner. Abilities, Pummel. And nope. Don't run away. Don't run away. There we go. All right, we got him. Let's see what he gave us. This particular king metal slime gave us 300,000 experience. So imagine if you killed 2 of those, which it is possible to get 2 in the same battle, but not at this location. At this location, you will only get 1 king metal slime at a time. So there he is. He went up to level 98. He's got 1 more level to go, and he's maxed out. So we'll get this one here. Boom. And done. All right, you guys seen this? We're not going to spend any more time here. King metal slime grinding. Oh, wait. There is one more right there. Why not? So it just gives you an idea of how soon they pop up. Abilities. King metal slime. Abilities. King metal slime, power pummel, king metal slime, and let's do multi-shot. And there it is. We got him. I'll take it. That should be enough to put Mori at level 99. Let's see if we can get it. And we're done. All right, Mori, did we get you to level 99? And we did. And it's done. And he's got the Passion Plunge. Highest level obtainable. All my heroes are now maxed. All right, so let's go ahead and evac out of here. So the next 2 locations that you can grind in this game is going to be at the Black Citadel and Howlwind Hill. So let's do something here. No, the fastest way. If I go onto the map and I click in that that arrow in the top, I can use what's called the God Bird's Soul Stone. I can use the Boomerang's Bell, the Alchemy Pot. I can consult. So we're going to use the God Bird's Soul Stone, and that's going to put us straight into flight. So let's go ahead and go into flight. And late game, you're going to be able to fly in and around the map. So what I'm going to do is bring the bird around. So you see that ball in the sky, that's actually where the final boss is located. We're not going to go there. But prior to getting the final boss in this game, you're going to go to the Black Citadel and do the first version of the final boss. Once again, we're not going to do that right now. But what I wanted to share with you is that the Black Citadel is where you can also get King Metal Slimes. So where we're going now is we're going over to this tower. And then you see where this tower is. This big tower. It's very important in the game because right next to the tower is that big hill that you can see over there. Yep, that's right. So landing is B. So you see how on the bottom my bird shadow is highlighted? So we're going to press B right when we get to the top, and we're going to land right here on the top. And this is Howlwind Hill. This place is your ultimate metal slime, liquid metal slime, king metal slime grinding place in the game. So we're going to just do a couple grinds here, and just so you can experience what that is like. Here we are at nighttime, and you see there's a liquid metal slime right there. And that thing moves quick. So as you can see, unlike the Trodain Castle, you only fight one liquid metal at a time. Unlike the Dragon Graveyard, you only fight one king metal slime at a time. Here, you get a mixture of both or all. So this is one of the best possibilities that you can get in setup. So we're going to go to Lightning Thrust straight to the Metal King because the Metal King gives us the best experience. And there we go. And he flees. So hopefully we'll hit one or two of them. There we go. Got him. Got him. So at least we got two of them, right? On very rare occasions can I kill them all, but I have in the past killed them all. Use multi-shot because it gives them multiple chances of hitting. And we did. We got 3 out of the 4 shots. So all the slimes have a low hit point count. They're just very durable. So you only hit them for 1 point at a time unless you can crit shot them, which is what we did. So I've killed 4 of them for a total of 400,000 experience with the 10 times experience gain in here. So that just gives you an example of the experience that you can get here. But we're not done. We're going to go a little further in here. There is more than just metal slimes here. There's a dark slimes. You got dark slimes. They don't give you as much XP, but they're interesting to try to take out. Simple one-shot them. And these ones will get you 3,480 XP, so divide that by 10. So it's 348 XP for fighting all those dark slimes. You won't get those until late game. So now we're going to go down this little tunnel here. When we get to this little section, we're going to skip the dark slime. We're going to come here, and then this here is where you grind. So what you do is you come down here, and you see you got the metal slimes. They're here. And you can chase them around if you want. I wouldn't recommend doing the metal slimes, but they are a way to kind of grind. Metal slime. All right, we got one. We're only able to get one, so they'll usually flee pretty quick. And there we go. Well, we got one metal slime. So 14,000 experience. So what you would do here, I wouldn't worry about those metal slimes. I would focus liquid and king. So if you go back here all the way, back here in the corner, you'll see this chest. Open it up, and it's a Conqueror's Axe. So just so you know, that is where where one of the few Conqueror's Axes are at. So let's go right here. Now it doesn't matter if you're nighttime or daytime, but you tend to get a little bit of better spawn during the day. There you go. There's a liquid, and we'll see if we can get a metal king here somewhere. All right, missed. So I missed with all of my crit hit items. But we'll try again. As the slimes that attack me, I have a chance to try to hit them again before they run away. If I'm fast enough. Missed. Missed. I'll have a chance to fight that one again, maybe. Nope, missed. So I'm 0 for 6 on critical shots. Let's see if we can make it out. Nope. 0 for 8. Oh for 9. So this gives you an example of your crit shots don't always hit. Alright, he's going to give me a chance for 12 crit shots maybe. He was too fast. Got one. So there's 1 for 11. 1 for 12. You do the math. It's a pretty low percentage. So I got 2 crit shots out of 13 attempts. Not very good. So sometimes they're better than others, but that got me 200,000 experience with the 10 times XP boost. Let's see if we can get a king medal, and then we'll call it good. And there he is. King medal slime. So now you have the option of getting 2, 1, or getting them in the group with the liquid metals, which is the ultimate best. Nope, and he's probably run away if I don't hit him. Oh for 3, and he flees. And that's just the nature of the game. Let's try to see if we can get one more king medal just to win it and see if I can get 2 of them in one fight. There's a liquid, but I'm not going to try to grab him. See, now I'm getting a whole bunch of liquids. Maybe there's a king medal in here. Nope. 0 for 1. Well, I got 1. 1 for 3. 33%. Two for 6, 33%. So the little horse sound is the horse neighing. Yeah, only 1. So it looks like they're not going to show us 2 today. And he flees. Slimy little boogers. Let's see. What do we got here? And there we go. We got 2 Metal King slimes. Hopefully we can get at least one of them. Well, the fight is good. That one runs away. And there it is. Well, we got one of them anyway. And that one got us 300,000, 10 times XP, so 30,000 is what you get for each one of them. So, folks, there you have it. That is the Metal Slime Grinding Guide from early game to late game. There is another location you can go to at post game, but we're not there yet. We are right before the final boss of this game to finish it out. But this is how you grind your metal slimes and get yourself up levels quick, so you can be at level 99. So you saw how quick I moved from level 92 to 99 before I even got the Howlwind hill. So just remember that when you're doing the grind, make sure that you consider the fact that you won't be having the 10 times XP boost, so the grind is going to take a little bit longer. However, realistically, within 30 minutes to about an hour, you can actually grind up enough levels to be able to win the game. And not be at level 99, but you can definitely get up into level 35, 40, and 50 and have enough to win the game. So that's it. If there's something else you'd like to see, drop some comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for gaming with Geronimo. Peace out.